Studios in the Lone Star State. This is Late Night at TFG, featuring our star-studded panel of hosts. We have the lady of the house, Roza Mitchell, the resident funny man, Charles Moore II. Then we have Lewin and Dwayne Martin. And finally, the host of Late Night at TFG, Lam Levity. Put your hands together and get ready for a heck of a show. Buckle up, smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. The show is beginning right now. We had our show, but Martin Luther King Day was right after our last show, y'all, right? So we didn't get a chance to say much about it, but for real though, should he really get the credit? I mean, if he didn't, somebody else is going to do what he did, right, Charles?
But nobody did do it. I mean, didn't no white person do it?
Because I mean, we used to say all the time that he wasn't all that important. Medgar Evers could have did the exact same thing.
But he didn't. All agree?
No, not at all.
No,
not at all.
What's up,
not even close. Not even close.
And this is Late Night at TFG. And this
talking crazy.
I want to introduce yourselves.
What up, though? I got a little bass in my voice today.
A little bit of bass.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
What's that singer name with the deep voice?
So you
look,
Tony Braxton?
I forgot that we could get regular colds now.
You know what? That's funny because it seems like we can't.
Exactly. I'm like, right. What the hell? I got into my conspiracy theory for a whole second, and I was like, man, these motherfuckers gave me COVID, because I went and got tested and got the swab up my nose, and the next day, I swear I crashed. I was like, oh man, I don't feel right. This ain't good. So I went back, got tested again, and it was negative. I'm like, man, y'all tripping. I was like, oh, that's right. We can get regular colds.
We get colds and
we can get colds.
So wait, how they swab your nose? How they swab your nose like this?
They swab. They swab it.
Right.
She whipping in your nose.
They were like this. They were like all up in there. I was like,
you can still get colds, flu, VD, crabs.
Man, y'all got to be careful. Be careful.
From the nose?
Get all that. I mean,
hey, you remember the day when they used to say they'd stick it in your ear?
Yes. How you doing?
They still do that?
How things on your side of the world?
My things would be more phenomenal if you did your homework and changed that damn intro and just saying.
Excuse me, sir. We don't discuss production during live shows.
No, we don't do that anymore. We don't do that.
He said, "Get off me, off me."
This producer that happens again, pull whoever. Down from the show.
I'm a Karen the situation, bro. Until the situation get done, man.
I intentionally left it the same way because I'm working on something grander for the
I feel you. Go ahead.
All right, let's get Mr. Moore. You doing all right over there? I see you heard you coughing a tad bit.
I'm good. I tested positive, but I'm good though. I just got a bad cough now, so I'm all right.
Oh snap! You tested positive.
Man.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, dang! Here I am complaining about a little cold.
I sent up.
I just got a bad cough.
I sent up a prayer for you. It sounds like it helped.
I hope it didn't go through because I don't know your prayers be. I don't know if they on the positive side. So, yeah. I'm
and
good,
I sowed the seed at Jamal Bryant Church. I sent him some cash money on behalf of you.
You need my man to spit.
Hey, what the guy who spit? Wait a minute, the guy who spit on people? No, I'm good. I don't want no seed.
Bro, that's still embedded in my mind.
It's probably a wet sloppy seed that came from his church.
Oh my god!
He'll wipe it right all over your face. No more calls.
He can't be want to. Hell. I look good in the orange, so I'm okay. Get well soon, bro. I'm hoping mine is negative now. Shante, I'm saying we gotta be careful. I think Roza gave it to him in the last show.
Maybe,
but it's okay.
It can transfer.
I didn't even have it then. See,
I don't think you know you.
Hey man, now you're gonna start talking to them Fox News folks going here. Oh, you can get it from the computer?
Oh my god.
You get it from the computer.
The devil is a lie.
Party started, Miss Producer. Who we got up?
It's the end of the weekend, but I still wanna turn up. Yeah, I still wanna turn up. All I want is to go again, but you ain't picking your phone up. Why you messing my head?
So I wanted to backtrack while I was on vacation.
I'm sorry, that get me in the mood every time I hear that music.
Right?
You in the mood for what?
I got the raspy voice to match now. I'm just kidding. All right. Yeah, I wanted to backtrack back into when I went down to Sugarland and was trying to take my little boy to Chuck E. Cheese, and I had a situation happen where I had to stop and take a look at myself because I was like, "What the heck?" Well, I thought part of my order was wrong. I thought I was trying to get it corrected, but in motioning, the guy got scared and went, I didn't know if you were gonna hit me. I was like, what the fuck? What? I said I wasn't trying to hit you. I wasn't trying to be threatening or anything like that. He's like, well, I didn't know where your hands were going. And so it made me think of Black stereotypes that we may validate ourselves. Because I'm thinking I could have freaking flipped out. I could have took it left. I could have acted my color and basically made a scene, but I didn't. I kind of pulled him to the side and was like, hey, I'm done. We don't even got to talk about the bill or nothing like that no more. I'm done with it. Well, I'm just saying, I didn't know if you were. I say I wasn't trying to be threatening, but now I see where you're going with it. I'm cool. We're good.
What did you do exactly that made him think you were swinging on him?
I pointed to the menu.
You pointed to the menu, and he thought
I pointed to the menu, and he thought I was swinging at him because I was like, hey, what does it say on? And as soon as I went like this, he was like, and I was like, what the? I was like, did you really just do that? And I'm 5 foot, bruh. This dude was like almost 6 feet. And my husband was sitting there and he was looking like, did he really just? He really did. So I wanna know from y'all's perspective, what is a Black stereotype that you feel like we may validate ourselves? Charles, let's go.
Why you gotta throw me first?
Because I know you got some shit to say. That's why.
Okay, first of all, see, I'm trying to debunk the story. First of all, the devil's in the details. What the hell were you doing in Sugarland in the first place? That's my damn question. Looking for damn Chuck E. Cheese, sister. That's my question. What were you doing in Sugarland? Yeah, what the hell you doing in Sugarland?
Sometimes you need a reset.
No, you don't. Not in redneck heaven, you don't. Hell, Dukes of Hazzard country.
It's multicultural down there.
No, look. The guy who died, was he white or black?
I think he was Hispanic.
Well, okay, fine. He wasn't one of us. Anyway, okay. A stereotype that we continue to validate. Angry black women for one damn thing.
Is it true?
Like y'all mad? That's true. Cause y'all mad for no damn reason. What y'all mad for? I don't get it. What y'all mad?
I got a theory with that.
Y'all got it made. Hell, can go outside and say, damn, you want some sex or some head? 10 people gonna come running, and y'all mad. I don't understand.
No, because then we get called a hoe after.
That's okay. You be all right. Hell, Mary Magdalene was a hoe, so it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right, and she was blessed abundantly.
I'm dead. Oh my God. Okay, Lewin, come on.
We continue to validate that we are angry, not just women, that we as a culture, as a race, as a people, we are just angry, that we are not safe. We are just big, strong, angry, just bohemians that do not know how to control their anger. Look at football players, look at basketball players, just look at it all. Even going, look, I'm Idris Elba, 6'2", 215. We talk about him later, right? If it wasn't for his British accent, I'm sure people would be scared, right? So, I mean, we continue. I mean, there's nothing that we going to stop that. We can't help our oppressor get over the fear that they have of us, but we have to do what we need to do to be comfortable, to make them more comfortable.
Why do we have to do what we need to do to make them more comfortable?
I'm glad you asked that question, because that's the only way that we are going to progress and move forward. How does that happen, right? So therefore, you go to corporate America. You mentioned your comment last week, right? You mentioned your comment about what happened with you and your supervisor. Therefore, if you make that person, I don't know if that supervisor is black, white, yellow, I don't care, right? but you have to make that individual comfortable for them to open up and actually speak to you. You have to. So think about it. Anytime that you're around anybody that needs to speak, that's an oppressor to you, you have to open up your chest, be comfortable, be open, right? So why? So we can progress forward. That's it.
But at the end of the day, we can still say the same thing, that they still going to view us the way they view us, right? That's the excuse that we use, and that's what validates that stereotype. Well, it doesn't matter what we do, they're still going to think this of us. So now how do we get out of that mindset?
Well, that's an unconscious bias that we have, right? So now is that innate, right? Does that set inside of us, or do we feel that continuously happens? So, for example, before you go into work, somebody always told you got to work twice as hard to get half of what they got. You got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do third, you got to cut your hair, cut your face, cut your this, right? Is that an innate bias that somebody else has experienced, or is that something that is true? Because now do we take that lesson, right? So, for example, I went to college and I was told, watch out for the girls that had the highest GPAs because those are the ones that are hoes, right? So now, do I keep going for those girls, or do I go for the dumb girls, right? Is it an innate bias? Is it really true? Or is it something that somebody has experienced and they think that is true? And it's something that we continuously keep passing down. Does that make sense?
Right. But also going into what we were talking about last show, we say, what is projected on the media? Us being angry Black people. So if individually we're doing our job, but the media is still presenting us in a certain way, and we're doing it to ourselves, then how can we still combat that?
Well, the media portrays what they see of us doing what they have to do, right? So we keep doing it to ourselves, right? I'm not the media. From a Chris Rock joke, right? He's like, the media ain't behind me. The media ain't on Martin Luther King Drive, right? It is
I'm
us,
just a nigga,
right?
Yeah,
it is us that's going around
based on what they see.
Yeah.
I like to add to that. Mine is kind of like that. Mine is the whole work ethic of Negroes. I think we're categorized a few ways. I think we got Black folk and you got niggas. I'm gonna say of niggas. For instance, they don't feel like we have the same work ethic. If they picking between us and a white person, most likely they're probably gonna pick the white person, in my opinion. And I hate to say this, but I can't blame I hate that it's like that. But when I'm hiring, because I hire too, I'm be honest. The experiences I've had a lot of times with us weren't the greatest experiences. So it does create this bias in me when it comes to hiring folk that look like me. I made it a point to do it, but in my experience on several different jobs I've had one Negro steal when I was working on the jury counter in Walmart. I was the manager, stole some jewelry out. I'm like, what?
I remember that.
What the hell? So it's not across the board, of course, but there is this bias because it's just a few of us. It ain't that many. We 13% of the population. So if a lot of the few of us are doing stupid stuff, then it makes it look bad for all of us overall. But we get pissed off when other folks have this bias towards us. But we have the same bias towards it. If I walk outside right now to jog, which I like to do, and 4 or 5 Negroes walking on the sidewalk, my ass is running across the street and walking on the other side because
I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
And I feel like the few of us that are, I feel like we're trying to overcompensate to, like, I guess, bridge that gap. Like, hey, I'm not that. So we're basically working twice as hard.
Right.
Like working twice as hard to say, okay, I'm not that Negro. I'm not that demographic. I'm not those people over there. I got to make sure that when I go over to somebody's house, I take my shoes off at the door. I got to make sure if I'm somebody's company, I'm washing my own dish. I got to make sure that I don't put my shoes on my feet on the table.
Over tip, because Negroes don't tip.
Yes, over tipping. Like I'm not finna. It's
hold
crazy.
on. Let's even go to that part, right? So why do you have to feel like you have to compensate for a whole entire race, right? So if the person, why am I over tipping? Why am I compensating for somebody like over tipping? Like that is not a determination. That is your job. You chose the $2.50 job. If you give me piss poor service, you ain't gonna get tipped from me. Why should you get my hard-earned money? Number 2, right? I understand exactly what you're saying, Rosa, right? But I'm gonna have manners. You have manners, okay?
Right.
It is not overcompensating for Jim over there or whomever, some other name that doesn't have manners. I'm not. If I see somebody with their pants down and they talking in incomplete sentences or incoherent sentences, right? I know I'm very well educated. I'm very well spoken. I'm not going to try to compensate for homie over here. All right, let's throw out Kodak Black, right? Can't stand that little boy, right? To a T, but I don't compensate for him and his actions, right? That's that little man. Whatever that man go through is that man's problem, right? I don't need to compensate for anybody in the black neighborhood, right? So
it's just embarrassing to me, I guess, when I'm at a restaurant and I can kind of tell that they kind of feel like, yeah, I'm gonna do my job, but they not really expecting nothing at the end. You can kind of
right. They're not giving that exemplary like service.
And I try to make it a point, and especially if I frequent a place all the time, I want them to know that I'm going to tip well. And
right,
so
but we do it to ourselves. Like, for example, wasn't there some Dallas restaurant where the girls twerking on the table?
Yeah.
And the black owner was like, "Hey, yo, my man, please don't do that." And it was like, "Ooh," right? So it's like little nonsense like that. Like, nah, man.
Can it coming back to you? What was the comment? Chanel said she don't even know.
She don't know black people like that.
I don't know black people like that either. My circles are kind of small.
No, I it's funny because I've seen all types of black people. I've been around the different categories of black people, and whenever I'm with the higher echelon black people, they are bougie as hell, and they still dirty.
Yes.
Talk to someone that worked as a server. They'll tell you. Blacks and Indians don't tip. All right.
That's all I got. We'll let y'all marinate on that. Yeah, think about it.
I ain't tipping no damn way if the service is bad. That's just me. I don't give a damn what color you are. So.
Yeah, and that's the caveat. I mean, of course, the service doesn't have to be good. I'm not going to do it either if it's not good. But I'm going to give them a verbal tip if it ain't good. And I
don't left notes because look, don't go outside when it's raining. You might get wet. So
if it's so bad, if my service not good, if it's so bad, I'm always gonna carrying it up and talk to the manager and say, "Hey, listen, I want the tip, but I can't. This is why."
So I got another quick question then. Do you feel like you are obligated to to hold other people accountable for their behavior? Like when they act like you see somebody in public and like jumping on the table or twerking on the table, would you be like, "Hey, man, come on,
no,
you wouldn't say nothing"?
But I would carry it up. I would talk to the manager.
No, look, in my old job, when I was working at Walgreens, this young kid, he's coming all the time, no younger than 17 or 18. He always had a backpack on. I could tell he was homeless or struggling or whatever. Like one day, I saw him stealing candy, and I'm like, and so I leave the register. I said, "Hey man, come here." I said, "Man, what's up, man?" I bring him behind the counter. I said, "Man, look, I saw you steal candy, man. Like, what are you doing?" "Man, I'm just trying to get something to eat." Man, I said, "Look, man, if you hungry, man, look, I'll buy you some food." I gave him the ride. I said, "Man, black people out here dying, and you steal the fucking candy." Right. Yeah. If you hungry, I'll buy you some noodles, hot dogs, whatever, man. Like lunch people don't steal fucking candy, man. Come on, man. Come on. I need you to do better. I said, "Man, where you people at?" And and then but my manager heard me. I'm like, "Oh shit." He's like, "Charles, can you come to the back?" I was like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna get fired." And he was like, "Hey, I heard you." And my manager was Hispanic, and he was like, "Hey, I just want to tell you, I commend you for what you did." I'm like, "For real?" He was like, "Yeah." He's like, "We got enough black and brown people in the system. I need to put no more in there over a piece of candy."
Yeah, over a piece of candy.
I want to tell these niggas this all the time.
But I'm gonna tell you like this though. If one of these little black, if any one of these black individuals try to take from me my personal, my family, my anything, I will go for the full extent of the law. It is not one of these. "Oh, you black brother, why you gotta do?" No. I'm going full extent.
Right on.
Like you are going to prison, and I will be at your court case.
Okay.
You ready?
I wasn't tripping. Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, the producer.
God dang, that wasn't 10 seconds, but it's okay. That's fine. I'm glad I'm fast. God dang. I almost died. Hold on.
I'll make it long.
Well,
Hit it again, Mr. Producer.
She should get fined for this. Okay. I guess we're not gonna hit it. Okay, fine. I guess we're not gonna hit it. Okay, that's cool. Hello, everybody. Welcome to sports again. How you doing? We got to get serious for a second. Now, look, I need you guys undivided attention. Excuse me, sir. No talking in the background. Thank you. I don't want to mute you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Just be respectful of everybody. Now, I don't know where you guys have been at the last couple of weeks, but in the last 24 hours, it's been an amazing sports weekend. If you can tell by the size of my endowments, the 49ers have won again. God dang, that's right. We shocked the world again. Okay, we beat Aaron Rodgers. We beat Dak them last week, the guy who want to run for a draw for 14 seconds left. We beat them. Then we beat Aaron Rodgers. Hell, Aaron Rodgers to 10 points. 3 points in the second half, okay? So the 49ers are on their way to the NFC Championship game. They will play the Rams, who beat the Tom Brady Buccaneers. So if the Rams and 49ers in the NFC Championship game, the one to go to the Super Bowl, I'm sorry, the Cowboys did not play today. For those of you who worry about the Cowboys, don't worry about it. And so you also had the Bengals beat the Titans. Chanel, don't worry about it. I know you're a Cowboy fan. It's going to be fine. You should be used to it by now. And the Bengals beat the Titans. So the Bengals will play the winner out of the Chiefs and Bills, which is a very close score right now, but don't worry about it. We'll keep you updated. So I just want y'all to, you know, there's room on the bandwagon, Lamar, LeWade, Miss Mitchell, there's room on the bandwagon if y'all want to have a seat.
I'm going to tell you
I'm good.
I'm going to tell you the honest truth, right? My first team ever in football that I liked was the San Francisco 49ers. That's when I was like,
I knew,
right?
I knew you were kind of smart.
That's who I'm going with. Like, this is incredible. So now you got the 49ers versus the Rams. So you got the battle of the two young coaches. I think the Bills are going to win. So now you're going to have the Bills versus the Bengals. So now you're going to have the great European American quarterbacks going at it. So, boom.
Who great? Who you talking about?
Josh Allen and Joe Burrow, and it's going.
Joe Burrow's early, but he's getting there.
I don't understand how the 49ers get past the Cowboys. They ain't been as good as the Cowboys all year.
Well, what are you talking about?
One game, man.
Lamar, it's the playoffs, okay? You only need one game. Y'all in the worst division in football. It's gonna be okay. Don't worry about it. So anyway, so we talking about the Cowboys. Chanel, don't worry about it. I still love you. I got you 4 out of jersey. Okay. Anyway, we talking about the Cowboys. Whose fault is it that the Cowboys keep having these playoff blunders? I mean, to all you Cowboy fans, it's been 27 years since y'all won 2 playoff games. Just want y'all to know. And some of y'all weren't even a zygote yet. Okay, and that's the correct term. So in other words, some of y'all went in your daddy's nutsack, and the Cowboys ain't won 2 playoff games. So whose fault is it? Do you blame Jerry Jones? Do you blame Dak Prescott? Do you blame Jason Garrett? Oh, you can't blame him. He ain't there no more. So y'all run out of people to blame at this point. Lamar, go ahead. Who do you blame?
I blame General Manager Jerry Jones.
Okay.
Let somebody see when what's the one that went to the Super Bowl? Took him to the Super Bowl. What's his name?
Jimmy Johnson, Barry
Switzer.
Not Switzer. But, what's the person?
Jimmy Johnson.
When Jimmy Johnson came, then Jimmy Johnson had more control than some of these coaches have now, as relates to GM and all that kind of stuff. So he needs to let
Jimmy Johnson, Bill Parcells.
Huh?
Jimmy Johnson, Bill Parcells probably had the most control.
And he needs to allow that to happen. I'm surprised McCarthy did. Didn't McCarthy come from Green Bay?
Yeah, exactly my point.
Did he not have control when he was in Green Bay?
No.
No. Okay. He need to find a coach that knows how to handle the entire team and not let him be the GM. That's stupid.
Okay, Miss Mitchell. Go ahead, Miss Mitchell. Who you got? What do you mean no? Who you blaming? It ain't nobody's fault. Come on, I know you're a Cowboy fan. Come on, don't act like that.
I do agree it is a lack of discipline, and I do feel like we need another coach that actually can control them. So I agree with Lamar.
Mr. Wade, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Right.
Just hiding.
So I'm gonna tell you who I blame, right? So I need y'all all you Texans to feel me. I blame the entire city of Texas, the entire city of Dallas, and all of the Dallas Cowboy fans outside of Texas. Y'all are mediocre. You all continuously talk about this team. This team hasn't won. This team is the reason why America is not trash, but y'all just keep calling it America's team. It is not America's team. Please stop talking about the Cowboys. It is so mediocre. It is like y'all talking about a C student. right? Saying
I'm like so freaking hurt right now. Them fighting words. If I could punch you through this screen, I would. That's how.
Well, you didn't even punch.
You can't be talking about the Cowboys like that,
man.
Man.
You didn't punch your supervisor, so don't come at me. So take your talents to a team that
I'm
wins,
mad.
okay?
Like that hurt my feelings. Stop it.
Look, it's like y'all really talking about a remedial student trying to get into the honor student role, right? That ain't gonna happen, right? Stop talking about the Cowboys, man. It's that.
Don't put that juju out there, Ricky Bobby.
Look here. I say it's a cheating boyfriend who keep killing the girlfriend, so it's okay. Don't worry about it. Chanel, look here. Y'all been Cowboy fans y'all whole life. Did y'all really think we're gonna win something? Come on now.
I really thought they were the Super Bowl. I really did. But again, the discipline is a big issue. These Negroes.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
It's white people too. Don't do that. It's
they ratchet though. Come on, man. They picked the most ratchet people on that team though.
At the Mavs games, out partying, focus. You got 17, 18, 19, 20 weeks to just focus to get your millions of dollars. Just focus. You can bypass some ass for a little bit to get this.
Whoa. Hold on. Let's not do that. Let's just calm down some more.
Look, ESPN, FS1 continuously keep talking about these Cowboys. I need them to stop every day. What did the Cowboys eat? What did Dak eat for breakfast? What did Zeke eat for breakfast? The Cowboys to do this? Who cares? They are losers, right? They will not win.
They are not losers.
Yes, they
are. Yes, they are. It's okay.
They're not losers, man. Y'all be talking about them like you guys have stepped a foot on the field.
Look here. All I'm saying. Oh my God! Why is everyone come back?
Look, y'all are losers.
Y'all obnoxious.
I smell haterade.
I'm a desperado.
It's normal. It's normal, right? Again, it's like
desperado.
Y'all just worry about your own goddamn teams and what they do.
We won.
My team.
That's fine, and congratulations. But you ain't gotta dog the Cowboys just to make y'all feel better.
I'm not dogging. I just asked the question. I just asked the question.
Years, right? My brother,
27.
Let's talk about from a technical aspect. Don't talk about how they just ain't shit though, because they do have some good qualities about themselves.
Okay, you know.
And so there's an abusive boyfriend. There's an abusive boyfriend.
You sound like it's an ugly dude. You sound like that's an ugly dude that try to holler at you. Yo, he has some good.
Yeah, girl, he got a good personality.
I'm gonna back my team, man. Forget all y'all. I'm gonna bag my team.
I ain't been personal all my life by the turn them you were just talking about. Oh, Chanel, cuz don't be like that, cuz I still love you. Don't be like I still love you.
I don't care. Turn, mutate, do something. Maybe that will help the Cowboys. Maybe you gotta feed them after midnight. Look, maybe you gotta feed them after midnight. Maybe you gotta get them wet after midnight. Maybe you gotta do something. Maybe you gotta be gremlins. But they are trash. And we want to talk technical. Look,
you know what? They can be trash right now versus being a bunch of cheaters. So I don't even know why you talking right now.
Because we win.
Ain't your team cheat.
We are America. We are the team.
They always have the talent.
Very dishonest.
Discipline, for sure. I feel like they always have the talent. They get some of the best people. They always play good for a while.
Yeah, they Randy Gregory.
They do.
And then COVID.
What?
COVID.
Who gonna do anything?
COVID. It's COVID's fault.
I ain't gonna do anything.
What else we got? What was it?
Oh, that was pretty much it. I'm sorry, but maybe y'all need to worry about your own dang cheating team. My team is 49ers.
No, exactly. I'm worried about my team.
I'm
worried about my team. My team and my 6 championships are perfectly fine in the warm state in New England, baby. Right? Mm-hmm. But y'all don't have it.
Y'all had to cheat to get. It's cool.
Y'all won't. Heck, maybe y'all need to cheat.
Why not you're playing in a park or they got them a stadium now?
We have a stadium. Let's not do that, sir. Whatever. Y'all damn stadium from east to west. Who built a stadium going from east to west so the damn sun can come in? Who do that? Nobody.
So we can close our stadium.
Lamar, haven't stopped the sun from coming in. Okay, the sun still come in there.
We have the best stadium in the entire league. Come on, and we're the richest team, so we know how we good business, but we just ain't got discipline.
That part.
SoFi Stadium kind of new.
Yeah, SoFi Stadium is nice, and Raiders Stadium is too. But anyway, 49ers won this weekend. Just want y'all to know that. Sorry, y'all. This chain it keeps swelling down. I banged my hand while ago. The chain keeps
you got that from Big T Bazaar. Sorry, producer.
First of all, I think your mom made. Look, I got muted. You look, I got muted. I know you heard me.
That was
penny drop.
He was about to go in, man. All right.
Yeah, I'm about to, boy. You lucky.
I'm gonna try not to do the Dallas Cowboys in this segment and be a winner. All right. So anyway, all right. So our third topic, right? Yeah, that's right. So, all right. So news around the corner is that the producers for James Bond are considering Idris Elba as the next James Bond, right? So I want you. So as I first heard this news, I thought about Idris Elba's size. Forget his skin color for a second. Idris Elba 6'2", 215 pounds, right? The closest person next to him was Pierce Brosnan. Pierce Brosnan was 195 pounds, 6'2". So my thought was, how can a big burly man like that be a spy? And now let's add his skin color to it. So now you got a black man in an arc full of European Americans trying to be a spy, right? Is that going to work out? And the answer is yes. And it's only going to work if the producers and the directors make it where it is situational and not following the current James Bond model, right? So what does that mean? He can't be doing all like Mission Impossible type of trash to get to where he needs to get to. He needs to use his hustle mentality to get to where he's got to get to. So that means he's got to find a way to kill whoever he's got to kill, using all of that, using modern day knowledge, right? That's the only way this is going to work. As an English black man who is 6'2", 215 pounds to get to his goal. That's the only way this is going to work. So quickly asking the panel, do y'all think this is going to work with Idris Elba as James Bond?
Yeah, because there's a bunch of English black people over there. I'm not understanding. What do you mean? Like he gonna stick out like a sore thumb? Like what?
Yeah, man, you had me worried. I didn't know where you were going. I was nervous.
Idris Elba. Okay. So
I was about to unfollow you.
Y'all know who Idris Elba is, right? I know who Idris Elba is.
Yes.
Right. The British so you have a black man.
Stringer Bell.
English and hood English.
Right. So no, you have. So y'all talking about his language, his dialect has nothing to do with this. We're talking about you have a 6'2" black man in front of a puddle of white folk, right? Every James Bond villain has been a white guy, right? James Bond has been into parties, into events with white people. Now you're gonna have a 6'2" black guy.
Yes, that's assuming. See, there's that black stereotype. Like black people don't exist in an upper echelon. They do. So why wouldn't he be able to navigate a party?
They love him over there.
Exactly.
Where do you think that's gonna happen at? Have you not?
That happens now.
And to me personally, I think James Bond is the worst spy in the world because everybody knows what they look like. Hell, because they always fucking on everybody. So I don't understand. I don't understand. Ton of black people in England. But he said he don't want to do the role anyway. So did he do an interview? Said he don't want to do the role.
He said he don't want to do it, but he told everybody.
I think he said it several times. Like they said that he didn't want to do it, but I think they're in negotiations at least now. But I think if a black person is going to do it, he's the only person.
He's the only person to do it, man.
There's others to do it. You got David Coulier. You got
Jordan. Michael P. Jordan, B. Jackson.
Michael B. Jordan.
No, he would not. No, I can't see him as
Michael B. Jordan.
No. Idris Elba smooth. That dude is smooth.
Winston Duke could also do it.
He need to be Black Panther.
He can take on the Black Panther role. I don't know about him.
I was gonna say, John. What's his name? The dude who's was in Star Wars. Damn. Daniel. What's his name? No, not him.
Yeah.
The dude who was Star Wars. I can't remember his name though. But you know what I'm talking about. John Ortega is his name. I don't know his name, but he was in Star Wars. How y'all know about Star Wars, man?
I'm not a Star Wars fan, man.
I don't know which one. Oh, I know who you're talking about. The older version or Childish Gambino?
No, the oldest version.
The older version, yeah, him. Okay. You know what? He could play James Bond. You right.
He could play James Bond. He's British.
He could.
So he could do it too.
Interesting. So quick transition, man. So taking from Idris Elba as a potential James Bond to a role that he played about 20 years ago as Stringer Bell in one of the greatest, not one of, the greatest TV show in the history. That's a fact, right? The Wire. Thank you. Right?
The what was it?
The Wire. The Wire is the greatest show in history, right?
I don't know. That last season was kind of trash.
Name a show better than The Wire. Name one.
I didn't watch The Wire, so
oh my god!
But I disagree still because there's other shows that I think are.
Name one, please. Name one show that's greater than The Wire.
House of Cards.
I can't. I don't know how to compare The Wire, so I can't.
Lamar.
I can't give it to you.
Not at all. You said House of
Scandal.
Cards is better than what?
Grey's
Scandal.
Anatomy.
Heavens
How to get
no.
away with
I
murder.
liked House.
Never.
If you're talking about medical,
Oh,
I liked
no.
House.
No, but before we get off too far off the topic, right?
House was good, except for last season was trash.
Yeah. I mean, it was appropriate.
Nah, the Wire is a great TV show. Anyway,
Bridgerton.
the point of bringing up the
Oh,
Wire is it
sorry.
turns 20 this year, right? So we're talking about. So first off, R.I.P. to Michael K. Williams, who played Omar. And for those that don't know, Omar was a homosexual robber who robbed drug dealers. He robbed the drug dealers. And
Hey.
fun fact, he would whistle the farmer in the Dale to actually do it as a calling to his targets to be like, yo, I'm coming, right? And the fun fact is that Michael K. Williams could not whistle, so they had to voice over his whistling. Also,
wow.
shout out to Robert F. Chu, who played Prop Joe in that as well. Prop Joe, one of the drug dealers on the east side of Baltimore.
He was smart enough.
He wasn't as smart. He was smart, but he wasn't as smart as Marlo Stanfield. See, we could go back and forth with it. I think
we can go back and forth with it.
Look, Avon Barksdale,
the
smartest drug dealer out there, right? And for those that did not watch The Wire, I need y'all to get HBO Max.
About Ghost.
I already have it.
Don't watch the last season. Don't watch the last season.
The last season was good, though. The last season with the newspaper, it was good. It was good. Season 4 was the best, by the way, right?
Season 4 was the best.
Season 4 was the best. Season 4 actually made me tear up the first time I watched it, right? Season 1, when you watch season 4, you'll understand why. Season 1 is slow. I watched it again. Season 1 really isn't slow, but it's the introduction. Season 2.
Is it better than The Shy?
Yes.
No.
I said it's the greatest show of all. Yes, there's not one show that beats it.
It's like The Shy on steroids, if that makes sense, because it's unfiltered. Like everything is unfiltered. Everything is unfiltered. You go get everything raw. So
The Shy is off the chain.
The Shy is dope. It's not a good show, but it ain't The Wire.
It ain't The Wire.
The Shy is like a PG version of The Wire.
Oh, okay.
Before we move to our next topic, I just want to encourage y'all to actually listen. If y'all really interested in The Wire, listen to the podcast with Jamel Kill and Van Lathan, right? They discuss every single episode of The Wire. Excellent. And read the book, All the Pieces Matter on The Wire. That's right.
I like when they do series after a book. Okay, exactly. I might like it. Yeah.
So, you'll like it. The last season.
You'll like it. You will actually like it, right?
So Michael B. Jordan's in there. Michael B. Jordan is in there.
Michael B. Jordan. Okay, I'm one of those females that really don't think he's that attractive.
I'm talking about his acting. I'm talking about his acting. Whoa. I'm talking about his acting.
But Idris
oh, okay. I was just making sure.
Idris Elba's in there. He doesn't have his British accent. He has like his American accent.
Thank
you,
hit the like button if you're watching. I love that.
Yes, hit that like button. We talk more about it. But now, moving on to our next and final topic, we're going to talk about movies turning 30. So last 2 weeks, we have talked about movies that have aged. So now here is the climax of the movies that are turning 30. So if you were born in the 80s, this should affect you. Okay.
Oh, he said climax.
I was born in the 80s.
I was born in the 80s too, right? So now, y'all ready for this? I want y'all to listen carefully because the question is going to be, what is your favorite? What is the best movie out of this list?
Okay.
Lamar, get a pen. Remember the list. Get a pen, Lamar.
Get right. Exactly. That's why I said listen carefully. That I was trying to humbly say that to somebody on this call. Right? All right. Y'all ready? Okay. First one, The Bodyguard.
Oh.
The second one, White Man Can't Jump.
Wesley Snipes. Oh.
Yes. The third one, Sister Act. The fourth one, Candyman. The fifth one, South Central. My OG Bobby Johnson stole the wrong radio.
OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson.
All right.
What's the dude there with the rabbit? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Nah.
Okay, go ahead.
The sixth one, Class Act.
Oh Lord.
The one that I'm gonna vote for. Y'all ready for this one?
Mm-hmm.
Malcolm X.
Can I go first?
You could go first.
Go ahead.
Wait a minute. So it was only 6?
There was only 7 of them.
7?
You better not say what I think you're gonna say.
Those are the
ones
that
most decorated singer of all time movie.
Oh Lord.
Oh my
The
God.
best out of that group. The best, absolute best. Now South Central was nice with OG Bobby Johnson and Loco or whoever it was getting in the ass of the rabbit. Loco get in the ass. Remember that part? That was hilarious to me. But
only you remember that. Only you remember that damn
Only
part.
you
it
remember
was
that.
funny.
Well,
It was funny. But the bodyguard for sure.
The body. Okay, Charles, oh my God, the man said the bodyguard. Okay, Charles.
Out of that, I'm gonna go with Malcolm X, man. Before that, honorable mention, I would say White Man Can't Jump because it put like Wesley Snipes on the maps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Woody Harrelson too. It put him on the map too because they always play movies together.
What about Rosie Perez?
He was alright. Anybody could play that part, but it's okay.
All right. So I'm gonna go with if it was Sister Act 2, I would have went with that one.
Oh yeah, I would have gone with that.
But I'm gonna go with Candyman because that shit was deep to me.
Candyman was deep. It was psycho. What did you like about it? The fact that the lady got killed. Right?
Nah, it was his story. Nah, it was his story. It was deep, his story specifically, and then how it still kind of lived on is. That's what's attracted me to it.
So let me ask you that because that was my honorable mention. The fact is
right,
also, right? Fast Act is 30, right? We are old. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing with Candyman. Who has actually done that? Looked in the mirror and said his name 5 times.
I have not. I do not do that.
Like saying,
Look, I got to 3 and I was like, yeah, I'm good.
I mean, he only killed white people anyway, so I think we say.
Nah, he killed everybody now.
I'm joking.
I could honestly say this about Candyman. I did see the remake. I didn't like the remake.
I didn't see it.
And the Tony Todd, shout out to him. So real talk with Tony Todd, he actually put real bees in his mouth during the filming. He actually
that's cool.
So he put real bees in his mouth, actually got stung, and the funny part about it is, honestly, Tony Todd has been in Final Destination. Man, that man to me is a legend. He's a black man.
He should have got
Army of the Dead too. He's an Army of the Dead too.
He's an all-star. So
he's definitely.
So yeah, I'm done with mine.
Play spirits like that, but you're rooting for the Cowboys. But okay, that's fine, Shante.
Right. Maybe I should have Candyman on y'all team. I don't know.
He reminded me of Eddie Kane Jr. a little bit. They favor each other a tad bit to me.
What?
No, we got Nick. Hear ye.
I'm dead.
Is he here? I'm like,
So King Noble's out today, but I'm going to step in and talk just real quick about politics. Only thing I do want to talk about, we'll keep it very light, very short, won't take all the time, is y'all's president, Joe Eloise Biden. So Joe, basically Joe, in this Ukraine situation, he got himself in a little trouble with a little gaffe, basically saying that America is going to respond if Russia invades Ukraine, which is great. Which if you're on board with us taking up for these other countries, which I'm not a fan of, to be honest with you.
I'm not.
Everybody should mind their own damn business. We shouldn't be the babysitter and the big brother for everybody. Mind our own damn. We got a lot of problems over here. So my thing is, but if we're gonna be that country still, so basically he said, if you do anything, we're gonna retaliate and make you pay for it, Russia, which is a big ass thing to say to Russia. I'll say that. But then he went on to say, unless maybe depending on the damage, depending on how many people, if people die or not, then we have to talk about it and maybe see what we need to do.
What?
Right? And so everybody jumped on him like they were saying. So basically, you're giving Russia the green light to do something, just minimal damage to Ukraine, because you're saying that depending on what they do, America's and our allies are going to respond. How many gaffes like these are we going to deal with before this guy is put in an old folks home? And Kamala keeps having to run around and clean up after him, continue to look bad. She's taking all the grief from his mess ups because they keep getting her in these interviews, asking her the hard questions, and she's having to try to come up with BS answers for his mistakes. And then people don't even respect this black woman, which irritates me. Charlamagne started it with his little thing he did, and now everybody that interviews her, they try their best to cut her off and talk over and all that. And my thing is, even if you don't like her politics, be respectful. It's the vice president. and she's
Right.
cleaning up a mess after this old ass white man that's senile that should not be the president. Y'all got thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's jacked up. Again, we're having to overcompensate. And she overcompensated for a white man. That's crazy.
I mean, she married to one. She might well overcompensate for one, too. For one, I'm just saying.
Oh man, that's funny.
Love has no color, Charles.
Okay, whatever. Yes, it do. It's the
What you
fucking
always
do.
say? What you say about the lights going out and what color you are and lights out?
I don't like cornflakes either, but that's okay though. That's okay. I don't want no damn cornflakes. Man, whatever, man. Why we listen to this old senile old ass white man in the first place, man? Why is he even talking? Can't somebody just write a statement for him and he just read the statement and just be quiet?
You see how that happened the last 4 years, right?
I'm just saying. Dang, he should be playing bingo somewhere.
Well, the question was asked: are we ready to go to war? Last time, it looked like he gonna have to put up or shut up now.
He definitely have to put up or shut up because Russia. People are saying other people in other parts of the world are saying that Russia looks at us as weak. They look at the Biden's administration as weak. So that means they bad about it. They think they can take us. Now the question is, who's going to help them? Is China going to help them? North Korea going to help them? And who going to help us? Who are our allies? Who we got? We got Germany. We got France.
We got England.
We got England. Where's China? What side is China on? I don't remember.
China is in it for their own
they don't care.
They don't care. It's whatever dollar amount is higher.
Exactly. So he needs to shut up. And I'm ready for this election to come, the presidential one. Now, we need a new president. I don't care if it's Democrat or Republican. I prefer Republican. I'm gonna look to you. Just say I prefer.
I guess Trump gonna be back in there now.
I prefer conservative, but not Trump. But I prefer Republican. But Biden got to go. All right, that's all I got, Miss Producer.
Biden got to go.
Flex up. Flex up. I want to play for so long. I need to tell you. I want to tell you. Unless you talking numbers, we ain't speaking about the right things. Switch up on my nigga for a figure, that's not like me. Baddie with a body in the lobby, she like nice things. She used to.
Where does Mike come from? All right, it's me again. This is the media section of the show.
Mess went hard.
What are we talking about? What I got on the docket, Miss Producer? Deaths. Let's talk about. We talk about Venus. All right.
I'm about to say, damn, we talking about death of Venus. Right. I was like, what, she died? I was like, wait a minute.
What?
I'm sorry.
We talk about that in production? Hell.
So Venus is 41 years old, and she said she ain't never let nobody neck coochie.
No. She said she never slept with a man.
Yeah.
She said she never slept with a man in 41 years. She ain't never say anything else.
Now that is true. So she ain't never had her cherry popped, unless it was famous. So, but she ain't never had it. She ain't never had it done proper. Let's just say that. So it's 41 years old. What's the game here? Is this it is a religious thing with her because it's a Jehovah's Witness roots is what she's saying. So my thing is, if that's the case, then I'm guessing she hadn't screwed a woman either. If she's doing it based on religious reasons, a lot of people say that and they be lying. They have one or two and then they try to act like it don't count because they pray for forgiveness and the Lord wiped it away. But
that's a thing.
Yeah, people do that. I don't believe this. First of all, I don't believe it. Second of all, I think it's ridiculous. You only live once. What if you ain't gonna make it to 40 to 42? You done spend 41 years your whole life not getting none. Does this mean you don't touch yourself?
Charles? I mean, you can't miss nothing you ain't never had.
No, it's a good one.
I don't believe that she ain't. I don't believe she ain't touched herself.
Okay. What I'm going with that is, I don't know. I'm not gonna touch that. Okay, and that's a pun on words, people. Y'all need to pay attention. Okay, catch up. I'm not gonna touch that. All I'm saying is, I just don't think she slept with a black guy. That's all I think. So every time I see Venus, it didn't count. She ain't slept with no black man. No, it ain't touched nothing.
So it didn't count.
It ain't touched the hymen or the back of her throat yet. So I guess it don't count.
Man,
So,
you know what? I commend her. If that is like actually true, I commend the shit out of her.
I don't.
why are you
Correct.
commending
Good
that?
job.
Why are you commending that?
Because that takes a lot of self-control, self-discipline, and that's what realistically I've strived for like my whole life is self-mastery.
What, to be a virgin?
No, mastering self.
Oh, there's a whole
He
lot
has
of
conquered
things.
that.
There's a lot of other things. I mean, like how many years does it take to say that you mastered it? I think 1 year.
I ain't waiting no damn year. First of all, ain't waiting no goddamn 30 days. Hell. If we together, best believe we doing it. We doing it.
Realistically, she is the most free person on this earth because she's not subjugated by sex. She cannot be led in any kind of way because she's never had that. Like, she's seriously pure.
Good Lord.
That's just deep to me.
Good Lord, I want to meet her, Shantae. Lord, put a brother down. Hook me up. Good Lord, 70 years old.
I mean, that is a lot of discipline. That's a lot of removal of temptation. So the Roza's part, it's really commendable. It is 100% commendable that you can do.
No, it ain't. Put some.
You're looking at
the car wasn't that thing.
I mean, that means that you are like that. She's not a sinner of the flesh, like.
Right. She doesn't get enticed.
Sin is sin. So hold on. So wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hell no. She can't say that. So hold on.
Okay, so
if she
wait a
doing
minute.
cocaine, it's okay. As long as she ain't been touched, it's okay.
I say sinner of the flesh because there's different types of sins in my eyes.
Right.
And
okay, I'm about to say
her,
sin is sin according to the Bible. No, they're all bad. All I'm saying is, do it. You'll feel good about yourself. Just saying.
I mean, a sin is a sin. She's successful in her athletic ability. She pushed herself to the limit. So therefore, she didn't sin against herself that way. She became very successful in her art, in her craft, and then she didn't let anything tempt her. Bro, that nigga. All right, I'm gonna give her a hand clap.
I'm just not a fan.
We clap for not having sex.
She's close. She's the closest things I've ever seen to godliness right now.
What?
Even the nun thing, I think it's such a farce. It's like you allow yourself to be manipulated to go without screwing and have this goddamn shit on your head all damn day. Don't go outside, all this damn whatever they agree to.
Oh Lord, we gonna get struck.
Yeah, but she's not a nun, and that's what makes it even like she took her own personal vow and said, I'm just not gonna have sex.
Right.
And she disciplined herself. That is self-mastery. Bro, she's 41 years old and ain't got no dick.
And you know what's unfair about that?
Right.
Though?
Allegedly.
Now she's a 41-year-old woman that probably wants to get married, and now this guy got to be okay with screwing a virgin that's 40-something.
Do you think that dude would care? Come on, man.
Yes, we don't want no.
Y'all don't care. Y'all don't care.
I care. Look here, I can't speak for everybody else, but look here, I ain't packing nothing light. So I ain't got time to be training you. Okay, so I need you to. I ain't got time. Okay. My suitcase is heavy. That's all I'm saying.
It used to be a thing when I was younger.
Miss Mitchell,
teenagers and 20s, it used to be like, "Oh man, she a virgin." I was for one hit. I don't think as we get older, I don't think we want that. I don't know many dudes. That I know that want a virgin.
I don't want no virgin. I'm sorry, I don't.
We already don't like when your ass every little thing hurting. You got to go slow and a little bit at a time. All this bullshit. We don't like all this. Nothing. No obstacles.
What y'all be gassing
but you also don't want a female with her training wheels knocked off. Like I'm not.
I don't mind.
What? You gotta pick your fucking battle, man.
Personally, I don't give a damn about that. Just don't be fucking nobody while we together. Don't be sucking nobody's dick while we together, and we can rock. Because everybody done been with somebody. Everybody, look here. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, the woman you with right now was sucking somebody's dick long before you got there. And you know what? And women, the dude you with had a woman's pussy in his mouth. Okay? It is okay. It don't make you a bad person. Cool. You did that shit. Great. Let's move on. Are you entertaining anybody while we together? I don't give a damn. That's my main thing. I don't care.
So why does her inexperience matter then?
Because I ain't got time to be training nobody. I ain't got time for that, Rose. Okay, I don't. I'm sorry. Call me ungodly. Call me unchristianly. Whatever you want. I ain't got time for all that. Okay? I need to have some kind of.
I'm sorry. Rose, as a woman, does sex change the emotions and mental as it relates to your partner?
Yeah.
Oh.
So they're getting with her as one way. Once they hit the twizzle, she gonna switch it up on them.
They hit
She
the
may
what?
feel a different way. She might not even want to be with him no more.
I don't know because that's also has to do with hormones too. She's not gonna have the same hormones as if she was when she was 20.
Or opportunity, lower opportunity to have kids too.
Yeah, that's true. So then you won't have to worry about the fluctuation in emotions. She should already have figured out, herself at that point.
Are you a virgin if you use tampons?
Yes.
What? Yes.
No.
What the hell? Put my glasses back down on that one. I ain't got time. What the hell going on?
Oh man.
Okay, moving on.
Man.
Next thing, let's produce.
Oh man.
What else we got? I've been drinking this drink. All right, we all gonna talk about some dead. We're gonna talk about all the celebrities going to glory. All right, Louis Anderson. I know it's a big loss for us.
For who? For us. What you mean for us? That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna speak of the dead. What you mean for us? Hell, he done done. Hell, Louis was a long time ago. Yeah. I mean, hell, I'm sorry, he gone, but damn.
That's another big loss for us. Another big. You get the supers maybe. All right, Meatloaf, 74 years old, and went home to glory.
Oh, Meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
Yeah, he's a very famous singer. Charles.
Man, get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. Get out of here, man.
Robert Durst was 78.
Who's that?
In prison, I think, and he got a charge for some sex.
Who was that?
What we talking about?
What?
Who's it?
Y'all know Robert Durst?
Sure the fuck don't say his name no more.
Let me tell you about it.
Oh Lord.
Robert Durst, very famous. He was an American real estate heir. And let me tell you what else about him. He gained attention as a suspect in an unsolved disappearance and murder in 1982. So he's been in prison since, but he died. Also,
was he white or black?
He was white.
Oh, it don't count then. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Bob Saget. Everybody knew and loved him from Full House.
Okay. That's a good one.
He was 65. Dan Reeves from the Falcons, 77.
Man, he been dead. Get out of here.
Then Sidney Poitier was 94. He lived a long life.
Legend, icon.
That's a long time. I don't know if I want to be 94 unless I'm in good health. Wait.
I said shout out to the Bahamas.
Right on.
Sidney
right on.
His Bahamian.
Yep. Andre Leon Talley.
Who?
He's a fashion icon. He's
I was about to say, wait, what? What we talking about?
He's popular. And
not my circle.
Honorable mention from the last day of last year, Betty White.
Betty Ford, God.
Oh man, don't do Betty like that.
No, come on, man. With Betty Ford, bro. Come on, man.
Right,
she was 99.
I'm glad you ain't giving her eulogy. Betty Ford.
Don't get mine. You both.
She really got. We passed over. I gotta hurry up. I'm about to say something else, but let me go to the breakups. I'm gonna get in trouble by Shantae because I'm going over time. All right, breakups in 2021. Common and Tiffany Haddish. Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello, Stevie J and Faith. Who is this? Who the hell is that? Oh,
exactly.
Sister Wise.
When you can't read your own writing.
Sister Wise, folks. Ray J and Princess Love. Taryn Manning.
No.
Yo, he wrote that.
Even Bulldaggers broke up last year. Taryn Manning and Ann Klein. Elon Musk. And he worth $200 billion.
Right, him and his money broke up.
He got rid of his wife right before he hit $200 billion.
Smart man, get out of there.
Who the hell is this?
Lord.
The girl from Bridgerton and Pete Davidson. He done have some women, haven't he? All right, Nelly and his girl, they separated or divorced. Lala and Carmelo, Blair Underwood and his woman who's she look Mexican. Erica Mena and Safari.
I thought they were
Trevor Noah and his wife girl, Minka Kelly.
They on and off.
Katie Holmes, who used to date Jamie, be in a relationship with Jamie Foxx, and they kept it secret for years. I don't know why. He probably didn't want Tom Cruise whip his ass. Wendy Williams.
Man, please. Tom Cruise 5'7". Get out of here.
Right.
Bill Gates got rid of his woman before he hit $200 billion too. He got rid of Melinda. Oh, she got rid of him. J-Lo and A-Rod. Loss of
Oh,
Pippen.
finally.
Loss of
But
Pippen.
But J-Lo, what's my man's name?
Ben Affleck.
That's it. Yeah.
Who is Malik Beasley? He good, y'all, in sports?
He's okay.
Loss of way older than him too. She's robbing the cradle.
Man, I feel so sorry for Scottie Pippen, bro. Yeah. Oh my god.
So Weedy and Quavo, Carucci and Victor Cruz.
Oh my.
Ben Affleck and his woman. Now he back with J-Lo.
Oh shit.
Man, he upgraded.
Kim and Kanye.
Did he though? Because I heard she had herpes.
Whoa.
Where'd you hear that from?
Zoe Kravitz.
Allegedly. They got medication for that.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Okay, actually take that back. I heard A-Rod, the dude had herpes. And so therefore she had herpes.
All right, so Zoe Kravitz and her mama Denise from the Cosby Show, they both then got divorced from their men's. Exhibit, I didn't know he was married. Him and his, and then Shia LaBeouf. So my question is, we give us 5 more minutes, Miss Producer. Why everybody breaking up?
Who cares?
Because the pandemic.
They
got tired of each other. They got tired of each other.
Look, I don't know what's in everybody's bank account on this call, right, or on this show, but I'm sure everybody that broke up, their bank accounts are all right. Right, they broke up because of some other reason. They didn't break up because of money. They just broke up because.
I don't think it was financial. None of them.
None of them was financial, especially $200 billion. You can pay somebody to stay together.
I mean, if they are celebrities, they do got problems that we don't have. What if they snorting up a bunch of stuff?
Man, you got me that Herman's Birkin bag. I wanted this other one. Oh no!
Right? Let's break up because of that.
I forgot about her. So
right,
I just want to announce to all the people that done went on to glory and all the people that done broke up and trying to figure out why everybody breaking up. I think people becoming more selfish and want to do themselves and really find themselves. And I think COVID gave people an opportunity to really be with their own thoughts and get to know who they are and their shortcomings and aspirations. And I think people just really got kind of selfish, and not in a bad way to me, in a way of wanting to improve themselves on their own.
I mean, I'm single now too. Can we throw me in there with the rest of the group?
Who is you?
Yeah, I'm single now too.
Whoa, me too. Me and you both in love. Lord help us.
So why? So then, since y'all two single, why is everybody breaking up? Why did y'all break up? Maybe that's the same remedy as the celebrities.
Yeah, I ain't got enough time to talk about mine.
That's for next show.
That's definitely next week.
That's a podcast series.
Well, mine we just grew apart, and that's okay. Like, we still cool. Like, I'm friends with all my exes. So, like, I don't want them, they don't want me. Like, we all right. You know, it's gonna be all right. I'm good.
We can do our old school stuff now. We'll go get some sluts.
Hold on. First of all, I need you to chill the fuck out. No, we can't. And we ain't got no damn slut. Man, get out of here. Get out of here, man.
We're not gonna do that.
Late night at TFG. I'm Lam. This is the crew. Y'all can say your names if you want to. I'm sweating from this drink.
Roza.
Wade.
What the hell is that?
I'm not Hispanic, so I couldn't roll my.
Yeah, I can't.
I'm not Hispanic either. I'm Asian. What the hell?
Are you Asian?
Yeah.
Are you using your black accent?
My dad is Japanese fool.
No.
I mean,
we're learning. Wait a minute.
There's a big thing about. Wait, are you full Asian or are you Asian black, Asian white?
No, Asian black, Italian.
Nice.
Wait, you crazy? You Italian? Oh Lord, that's a dangerous combination.
I got all that.
Are you a real passionate person?
Very passionate.
Okay, yeah. Hold on, I'm scared.
Okay, so what do you feel about Aquafina using her black accent to get to
talk like this? You talk like this.
Look, I talk with my hands a lot, but we'll save that for next show.
There you go. See, that's what we call a teaser in the business.
Yeah,
that's a teaser. All right, Mr. Producer. We'll see y'all next week. Everybody that's watching, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and join, become a member. And we'll see y'all next week on Late Night at TFG, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on Sunday. Peace out.